Hi, my friends. Welcome to the first video of 3 in my LA County Fair tablescaping competition series. In today's video, I'm going to show you the first video, and that's going to be all about my theme, my concepts, and my colors. I can't wait to show you. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life. At any age, always on a budget. You know, I'm 73, and I just say it because if I can do it, I know you can do it too at any age. I have confidence in you. I want to thank all my wonderful subscribers, all my dear sweet friends that take the time to watch my videos. You really touch my heart. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. You don't want to miss a different theme every month. And then I do tablescapes and crafting and decor all around that theme. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. It does help my channel. This is the very first video in a series of 3. Now you can go back, I think almost 4 years ago, and you can see 3 videos for each fair. So I do LA County Fair, that is in April/May. And then I do Orange County Fair, which I set up in July. That's July, August, I believe. By the way, LA County Fair does not open, I think, till May 2nd. So anyway, I like to share this with you because some of you, I think, enjoy my creative process I go through when I do a table for tablescaping, and then seeing my table and how I build it. And most of all, going and seeing a tour of all the tables at the fair. I do this every year. So if you can't go or you moved out of California, you can still see all the tables. This is video 1. The next video you see from me in a couple days is going to be video number 2. You're going to actually see my table in my house, okay? So today it's all about colors and concepts and themes. Every year I look for something that inspires me visually, color-wise, the theme or whatever it is. And I chose a movie that was out last year, and the movie's Wicked. So I am doing a Wicked tablescape for my table at LA County Fair. Now there was 3 categories. The first one is the fair theme, which is art or something like that. The second one is any holiday. And the third one is any design. So I'm doing any design, and I'm doing Wicked. But the reason I chose Wicked, number 1, I love the colors. To me, it was a very visually captivating movie. The blacks, the greens, the pinks. But when I saw the movie, and I did drag my husband to see it, because he kind of can tell me if I'm on the right track with the theme and everything. He's very analytical. I'm not. And I went to see the movie, and to me, the movie was about a friendship between the 2 girls. And I was very pleased with the theme, that it was not somebody, you know, trying to do evil to other people. So that kind of sealed the deal. That I kind of thought I was going to do it on Wicked, and I wasn't sure. But anyway, enough about that. But I think you know what I'm talking about. And so what I wanted to portray on this table that I'm doing, and stay till the end because I'm going to show you some of the items from my table, okay? Because remember, I always tell you about a theme, you got to sell the theme visually, in items that are iconic, that kind of thing. But I visually wanted to do it, and I saw the base of my table being black velvet, and then coming in strong with green, and I'm doing green in a particular way, and then accents of pink. So I wanted both the girls' presence to be felt on the table, and I'm going to show you in a minute some of the things that I'm going to be doing. But so when I have a concept like this, and I'm trying to think of how to do this, again, black velvet tablecloth, and then I wanted the green to be in leaves that I made a runner out of, placemats out of, coming across the table. I just wanted that feeling of a green power to the table. And then for pink, I wanted to do pink roses and pink tulle that I used in a certain way. Now you might say too, well, how are people going to know it's Wicked? Well, I have the 2 characters on the table. And I'm going to show you what I did in just a minute, but actually ordering posters, cutting out the people, mounting them. This is very stressful doing this. One wrong cut and you cut off a piece of hair or you cut off something. And then I did this with Alice in Wonderland last year also. But I have both of them on the table now. I have Elphaba in the back with a backdrop I painted, which I'm going to show you the concept in a minute. And she's like flying into the dinner. And then I have Galinda, whatever her name is, in a globe, in a crystal ball, which looks like a bubble, right? Remember her floating in on the bubble. And then I've added bubbles in the table with pale pink tulle shoved inside. So both of them, it's a feeling almost of movement to the table or strength to the table or giving them some kind of power. Because you see these bubbles, you see her, it's almost like that's a movement. And you see Elphaba, coming from the back with all the green coming forward. Anyway, I think it came out really, really good. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to show you some of the pieces for the table and make sure to stay tuned. The next video is going to be you actually seeing the basic table. And then I'm going to show you the finished table in my home because I like to show you the basic structure, how I start out with the actual table, and then all the things I add, the iconic things I add, like the green bottle, a jeweled crown, okay, and the Grimoire book. So all of these things just connect to the movie. All right, I'm done talking. I'm going to show you some of the things from the table. Make sure to watch the next video. So I hope you love this. I hope you create some magic at your house, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye. Welcome to my wicked table, my inspiration, and some of the things I put on the table I can't wait to share with you. It all started with this poster. And I have this poster in a much larger size, and I actually cut her out. And she's on the table. You're going to see that in my next video. But I wanted to have a table that reflected kind of the very end of the movie where she gets her flying powers and she starts to fly away. And I wanted to make this dinner like a dinner for the two girls to kind of rekindle their friendship. And so I wanted her like flying in. And the other person I wanted to have on the table is Galinda, or Glinda, whatever you want to call her, and I put her in my crystal ball. I took out Madame Leota and put her in. Now, I'm going to talk about all of this in just a minute, but this was my inspiration for color. This is a dust jacket on my Wicked movie that my husband got me, and you can see the colors that are in here are very much greens and kind of a lime green, and then into the pinks and blues and purples and all of that. So I wanted to kind of put that on the table, but I kept it to green, pink, and black is what I decided to do. So anyway, so this color-wise, I just love the color. I think it's so inspirational. So again, Elphaba's cut out. She's actually cut out in a larger size. You'll see that next video. And then we have Galinda. Now what I did with her is I actually cut her out of a poster, just the top half, her torso. I added jewels to her crown, and I added pink glitter to her little wand. And then I put pink rose trim. I don't know if you can see the roses. I made a dress for her. And then what I did is I filled it with pink tulle. So it's like she's a bubble floating around. If you remember the beginning of the movie, she ascended down in a bubble that looked like it had pink in it. So those are the two characters that are going to be actually on my table. Now, the next thing I wanted to do was to do a menu that reflected a vegan menu because of the importance of animals in the movie. I knew they wouldn't be eating anything like that, and they're both vegans in real life, so I said, let's do a vegan menu, but I did a pink menu and I did a green menu. So let me read you what this says. Elphaba's vegan menu. It's the green drink, we know as a shamrock shake, a green garden salad, stuffed green peppers, bell peppers, roasted pesto potatoes, green beans and kiwi tart. And then if we look at Glinda's over here, she has the pink drink, watermelon feta salad, stuffed red bell peppers, and she had roasted red potatoes, pink carrots, and strawberry tart. So she had a pink menu, and then Elphaba had a green menu. So I split the table, green on one side, pink on the other. And the only other thing I did to allude to that would be the napkins. You can see I made a green one for Elphaba and a pink one for Glinda, and I used gold. Now, gold is my accent color. I did gold chargers and white plate with gold on them. I didn't bring them over right now. So there's the menu. Now I wanted to have iconic items on the table. When I researched the actual movie settings, you know, how whoever designed the sets, there was one with Elphaba sitting there with a stack of books and all of these floral specimens in these bell jars, or cloches, whatever you want to call them. So I said, that's where I'll do the green flower. So I had these little green flowers, and I made like a little woodland scene in there. And then I added one pink flower just to kind of allude to their friendship, and a little field tag. And then I stuck library cards. I have a big stack of books. So for Elphaba, I wanted to have this on the table. This was her interest. Now I also had the green bottle on the table. This is a clear bottle, and I just put some green tulle in it to make it kind of transparent. And then I did the Grimoire book. Well, let me just say, this is my version of the Grimoire book, okay? This was so hard. I researched a Grimoire book that you could buy, and it was in this shape, but I realized the real Grimoire book even had more angles to it, which this was enough. These are 2 Dollar Tree books that I glued together and tried to cut into this pointed, I don't know what shape this is. It's flat on the sides and then comes to a point here. And then it was covered with like a leather. And this is fabric that just looks like leather. Took me forever to make this. I happen to have a crown that one of my dear friends sent me for my birthday, so I put that on there. The next thing, so her interest, the crown, the pink bubble, the pink items on the table. Now for pink, I also did my clusters of flowers and bubbles. Here, I'll show you over here. It's a little easier. You can see here, I took some clear Christmas ornaments, you can see there, and put the pale pink tulle in there. I just shoved it in with a pencil, wrapped some wire around it, and wired all of this together. So on the table, you have her beautiful pink roses and flowers with the pink bubbles. And then for Elphaba, for her foliage, I took my green, I guess it's a bush from Hobby Lobby, and I painted it several colors and added green glitter, which is kind of a mess. I tried to put Mod Podge over it, but it still comes off. So those are my items for the table. These are the only black things on the table. I have urns and candlesticks that I painted a verdigris color that looks green. Anyway, you're going to see my whole table very soon, but I just wanted to show you some of the items. So if you're planning a Wicked party, definitely order a poster. You can frame it or cut her out, and you can, if you have a crystal ball, definitely put Glinda in her little pink bubble and add some other bubbles to the table, and green foliage, pink flowers, and like I said, as much pink and green as you can, and I think it really is going to come out good. Anyway, this is the basis for my table. I can't wait to see you in my next video. You're going to see my basic table and then my whole table done. I can't wait. In the meantime, I hope I inspired you. I hope you loved it, and I'm going to see you in the next video all about Wicked. Bye.